Look around social media and you will see a culture obsessed with volume. People believe that success means broadcasting your wins, flexing loud cars, and wearing loud clothes. But if you look at how true financial titans operate, you find the exact opposite. Real wealth is completely silent. To understand why, you have to look at the environment we operate in. Think of the modern economy as a dark forest at night. If you turn on a flashlight and wave it around, you might feel proud of the illumination for a brief second. But in a dark forest, a bright light does not attract friends. It illuminates you as a target for predators. Human nature is biologically wired for envy and fierce competition. Sociologists observe this through the crab bucket effect. You put one crab in a bucket and it can easily crawl out. You put 10 crabs in that same bucket, and the moment one tries to escape, the other 9 will reach up, grab its legs, and pull it right back down. They do not pull it down because they are trying to escape themselves. They pull it down because they do not want the other crab to succeed. When you broadcast a major financial win or a brilliant new strategy, you are not inspiring your peers. You are triggering a deeply ingrained subconscious resistance. In the game of capitalism, information is the single most valuable commodity. Giving yours away for free creates massive liabilities on your balance sheet. To survive the dark forest of wealth, you must master strategic camouflage across all 3 phases of your financial life cycle. We start with the first phase, creation. When you have a new business idea or you are plotting a major career pivot, that initial vision is incredibly fragile. It requires intense focus and massive energy just to get off the ground. If you go to dinner and outline your brilliant plan to your friends, your brain receives a massive hit of dopamine from their validation. You experience the pleasure of achievement before you have executed a single minute of actual work. You wake up the next morning, and the hunger to execute is gone. This chart illustrates alpha, an outsized profit beating the market average. Public knowledge of this extra profit causes the margin to shrink. As data points show, revealing your edge creates competition. People swarm and clone your method until your advantage devolves into market noise. Consider the Coca-Cola formula. The brand is plastered on massive billboards all over the world. It is universally visible. Yet the recipe itself is kept in an Atlanta vault, heavily guarded, with only 2 executives knowing the full formula at any time. They understand that total secrecy is the literal source of their profit margin. Talking kills the drive to do the actual work, and it hands your playbook to the competition. Early ideas must be incubated in total silence until you have a signed contract or a finished product that cannot be argued with. Once you actually build that wealth, you enter the second phase, preservation. And here there is an absolute rule of survival. Outside of your spouse and your tax accountant, no one can ever know your exact net worth. If you break this rule, you fall into the audit trap. When friends and family know you are sitting on a massive financial surplus, the entire dynamic shifts. You stop being a peer and you become a bank. Every single purchase you make and every favor you decline is suddenly subjected to their harsh moral judgment. We see the economic toll of this in a flowchart mapping price discrimination. When a contractor gives an estimate to an average homeowner, the algorithm yields the fair market price. But if the input status changes to wealthy business owner, the price instantly triples. You are no longer paying for labor, you are paying a tax on your visible success. The defense against this is strategic poverty. This is the deliberate practice of projecting an ordinary, non-liquid financial state. By keeping your appearance vague and modest, you force all your personal and financial interactions to remain honest. Warren Buffett controls billions of dollars, yet he still lives in the exact same modest Omaha house he bought in 1958. He drives an ordinary car. By avoiding the appearance of a walking ATM, he ensures people lower their guard and negotiate with him straight. Hiding your net worth is not about paranoia. It is a necessary boundary. It preserves the equality in your personal relationships and protects your assets from slowly bleeding out through 1,000 tiny financial cuts. Eventually, you reach the third phase, legacy. And here is where successful individuals often make a devastating mistake. Children and extended family members must never be told the exact amount of money they are going to inherit. Guarantee
guaranteeing future wealth triggers the waiting game. When the next generation knows a massive financial safety net is secured, their ambition evaporates. They stop building their own careers and simply stall out, waiting for their parents to pass away. Charlie Munger observed this tragedy play out across countless wealthy families. He warned that giving children explicit knowledge of massive inheritances guarantees the creation of, quote, trust fund babies with gray hair. Prematurely revealing these numbers also invites a family war into your living room. The division of assets stops being a rational estate plan and turns into a brutal negotiation for favor, breeding deep resentment among siblings while you are still alive. The struggle to build a life is where character is actually formed. That character is the only inheritance the taxman cannot take away. Handing over unearned wealth without first allowing them to develop that resilience is a curse, not a gift. There is one final secret, marking the shift from basic financial tactics to true spiritual equity. You must keep your good deeds, your charitable acts, and your personal struggles entirely to yourself. Society currently operates on an outer scorecard. People will hand $10 to someone in need and then immediately post about it to extract social validation and status from their peers. The act of kindness is just a transaction for applause. The true alternative is the inner scorecard. When you execute a good deed anonymously, you build spiritual equity. You prove your character to the only person who actually matters, yourself, without needing external validation to feel complete. This absolute self-containment applies to your struggles too. Complaining about your problems exposes your vulnerabilities to competitors, while yielding absolutely zero strategic benefit. The people making the most noise are usually trying to convince you that they matter. The quietest person in the room already knows they hold the power. Build your fortress in the dark, execute in silence, and let the undeniable results make the noise for you.